Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are talking about a question millions of people ask themselves every day. Why can't you speak English? You study English. You understand English. You know many words. But when it is time to speak, your mouth stays silent. Today, we will uncover the real reason behind this problem. This lesson will open your eyes and change how you see English speaking. Lesson 1. The real reason you can't speak English. Let us be honest. Your problem is not English. Your problem is how you learned English. 1. You learned English only in your mind. Most people learn English like this: grammar rules, vocabulary lists, reading silently, watching videos quietly. This trains the brain, but not the mouth. Speaking is a physical skill. If your mouth is not trained, words will not come out. 2. You understand more than you can speak. This is very common. Understanding is passive. Speaking is active. You can understand a movie but cannot act in it. Why? Because acting needs practice. Speaking English is the same. 3. Fear is sitting inside your mind. When you want to speak, your mind asks questions. What if I make a mistake? What if people laugh? What if I sound stupid? These thoughts freeze your mouth. Fear is not logical, but it is powerful. 4. You are trying to be perfect. Perfection is the biggest enemy. You wait for correct grammar, correct sentence, correct pronunciation. By the time you think so much, the moment is gone. Fluent speakers are not perfect. They are brave. 5. You translate before speaking. Most learners think in their first language and then translate into English. This is slow. Very slow. Speaking needs speed. Translation kills speed. 6. Silence has become a habit. You stayed silent for years. Now silence feels normal. Speaking feels uncomfortable. Your brain always chooses comfort. But growth lives in discomfort. Simple awareness. Exercise today, ask yourself, what stops me when I want to speak? Do not judge yourself, just notice. Awareness is the first step to fluency. You cannot speak English not because you are weak, not because you are stupid, not because English is hard. You can't speak because you were trained the wrong way. But the good news is this: what is trained wrongly can be trained again. Lesson 2. Fear is blocking your mouth. You do not stop speaking because you lack English. You stop speaking because of fear. Fear is the biggest reason why people stay silent for years even after learning English. Now we will understand how fear works and how it quietly controls your mouth. 1. Fear appears before you even speak. Notice this carefully. Before you speak English, nothing bad has happened yet. But still, your heart beats faster. Your mouth feels tight. Your mind feels empty. This is fear. Fear does not wait for mistakes. Fear comes before mistakes. That is why it is so powerful. 2. Fear comes from past experiences. Fear is learned. Maybe someone laughed at you once. Someone corrected you badly. Someone said your English is poor. Your brain stored this memory. Now, every time you try to speak, your brain tries to protect you. It says, stay quiet. Silence is safe. Fear thinks it is helping you, but it is actually trapping you. 3. Fear makes small mistakes feel big. When fear controls you, one small mistake feels like a disaster. One wrong word feels embarrassing. One pause feels like failure. But in reality, people forget your mistakes in seconds. Fear lies to you by making small things feel huge. 4. Fear stops the mouth, not the brain. Very important point. Fear does not erase your knowledge. You still know English. Fear only locks the mouth. That is why you can speak alone. You can speak in your room, but not in front of people. The problem is not English. The problem is fear of judgment. 5. Fear grows when you obey it. Every time you stay silent, fear becomes stronger. Silence becomes comfortable. Speaking becomes harder. Fear grows through avoidance. The more you avoid speaking, the more powerful fear becomes. 6. Fear is not removed by thinking. Many people think, I will speak when I feel confident. This never works. Confidence does not come first. Action comes first. Fear reduces after speaking, not before. 7. Fluent speakers also feel fear. This may surprise you. Even fluent speakers feel fear sometimes. The difference is, they speak despite fear. They do not wait for fear to disappear. They move with fear. Fear fades only when you move forward. 8. Fear is strong. Only at the beginning. The first sentence is the hardest. After that, fear reduces. Words start coming. Flow begins. Fear is loud at the door, but weak inside the room. If you start, fear loses power. 9. Silence feels safe, but destroys confidence. Silence gives short-term comfort, but it destroys long-term confidence. Each time you stay silent, you tell yourself, I am not capable. This belief becomes dangerous. Speaking, even badly, builds confidence. 10. Fear can be trained away. Fear is not permanent. It is a habit, and habits can be changed through small daily action. You do not need to speak perfectly. You just need to speak daily. Daily fear-breaking exercise. Do this every day. Speak English for 5 minutes. Speak alone or record your voice. Do not stop. Do not correct. Say anything. This teaches your brain. Speaking is safe. Fear slowly disappears. Fear is the reason your English stays inside you. But fear is not your enemy. Fear is just untrained emotion. Train it. Speak even when your voice shakes. Speak even when fear is present. Because the moment you speak, fear starts losing. Lesson 3. Overthinking is killing your fluency. You do not fail to speak English because you do not know English. You fail because you think too much before opening your mouth. Overthinking is silent, but it is one of the strongest enemies of fluent speaking. Now, we will break this problem clearly. 1. Speaking needs speed, thinking needs time. Speaking and thinking work at different speeds. Thinking is slow. Speaking is fast. When you think about grammar, sentence structure, tense, vocabulary, your mouth waits, and waiting kills speaking. Fluent speaking happens when words come automatically, not after thinking. 2. Overthinking creates mental pressure. Before speaking, your mind starts asking questions. Is this sentence correct? Which tense should I use? Is this the right word? This creates pressure. Pressure blocks flow. Flow needs freedom. Your mind becomes busy and your mouth becomes silent. 3. You think because you want to be perfect. Let us be honest. You overthink because you want to sound perfect. You want correct grammar, correct pronunciation, correct sentence. But perfection is not required for speaking. Communication does not need perfection. It needs clarity. Overthinking is the price of trying to be perfect. 4. Overthinking comes from school learning. Most people learned English like a subject. Rules first, exams, writing, marks. This trained you to think before speaking. But real language does not work like exams. In real life, people speak fast. People make mistakes. People continue. School learning trained your brain, not your mouth. 5. Overthinking breaks confidence. Every time you think too much and stay silent, your confidence drops. You start believing, I cannot speak English. But this belief is false. You can speak. You are just blocked by thinking. Silence created by thinking slowly becomes a habit. 6. Overthinking makes simple English feel difficult. Simple sentences become hard when you think too much. Example. Without thinking, I am tired. With thinking, should I say I am tired or I was tired? This confusion blocks even basic English. Overthinking turns easy things into difficult ones. 7. Fluent speakers do not think sentence by sentence. This is very important. Fluent speakers do not think grammar. Do not plan sentences. Do not translate. They speak in patterns and habits. That is why they sound natural. Thinking every sentence is not fluency. 8. Overthinking happens only at the start. Notice this. The first sentence is always the hardest. After you start speaking, thinking reduces, flow begins, confidence increases. Overthinking is strongest before you start. Once you begin, it slowly disappears. 9. You cannot stop overthinking by force. Many people say, stop thinking. This does not work. You stop overthinking by speaking more, not by thinking less. Action reduces thinking. Silence increases it. 10. Speaking fast reduces thinking. This is a powerful truth. When you speak faster, your mind cannot overthink. Grammar fear disappears. Words come naturally. Speed kills overthinking. Not accuracy, not rules. Speed. Daily anti-overthinking exercise. Do this every day. Choose a simple topic. Speak English for 7 minutes. Speak slightly fast. Do not stop. Do not correct. If you stop, restart immediately. This trains your brain to stop controlling your mouth. You cannot speak English because your mind is talking too much. Silence the mind by using your mouth. Do not wait to think. Speak first. Lesson 4. You learned English the wrong way. This lesson may hurt a little, but it will free you. You cannot speak English not because you are weak, not because you are slow, but because you were taught English in the wrong way. Today, we will understand what went wrong and how to correct it. 1. You learned English like a subject, not a language. In school, English was taught like this. Grammar rules, written exams, fill in the blanks, memorization. This trains you to pass exams, not to speak. Language is a skill. A subject is information. You learned information. You did not build the skill. That is the core problem. 2. Writing was given more importance than speaking. Think about your learning. You wrote English a lot. You read English silently. You memorized answers. But how much did you speak? Very little. Speaking was ignored. Mistakes were punished. So your brain learned. Speaking English is risky. This fear stayed with you. 3. Grammar was taught before sound. This is very important. You learned grammar first and sound later. But language works the opposite way. Children learn, sound first, words next, grammar last. You learned, rules first, fear next, silence last. That is why English feels heavy in your mouth. 4. Nobody trained your mouth. Your brain knows English. Your mouth does not. Speaking needs muscle memory, repetition, daily use. No one trained your mouth. So when you try to speak, your mouth feels slow and tired. This is not lack of intelligence. This is lack of training. 5. Mistakes were treated as failure. In school, mistakes were punished. If you spoke wrong, people laughed. Teachers corrected harshly. Confidence broke. So your brain learned. Silence is safer than mistakes. But language grows through mistakes, not through silence. This wrong belief is still blocking you. 6. You were never allowed to speak freely. Free speaking was missing. You were not allowed to. Speak without correction. Speak without fear. Speak without grammar pressure. But fluency needs freedom. If you remove freedom, language cannot grow. 7. You learned to translate, not communicate. You were taught. First think in your language. Then translate to English. This is slow and unnatural. Fluent speakers do not translate. They communicate directly. Translation trained your brain to think instead of speak. 8. The system focused on marks, not ability. The goal was marks, grades, results, not confidence, not fluency. So you may have passed exams but failed to speak. This is not your fault. This is the system. 9. The good news. You can relearn English correctly. Here is the best part. You are not late. You are not broken. You just need retraining. English can be relearned through speaking, through listening, through repetition, through mistakes. Adults can learn languages too when the method is right. 10. New rule. Speak. First, correct later. From today, change one rule. Old rule. Think, correct, speak. New rule. Speak, continue, improve. This rule alone can change your English journey. Simple relearning exercise. Every day, speak English for 10 minutes. No grammar checking, no stopping, no translation. Just speak. This retrains your brain and your mouth together. You did not fail English. English failed you. But now you know the truth. And when you know the truth, you can change the result. Lesson 5. Why your practice is not working. Many people say, I practice English every day, but I still cannot speak. This is very frustrating. The problem is not that you do not practice. The problem is how you practice. Today, we will clearly understand why your practice is not giving results and how to fix it. 1. You practice English, but you do not speak English. This is the biggest mistake. Most people practice like this: watching videos silently, reading books quietly, memorizing vocabulary, learning grammar rules. This is study, not practice. Speaking is a skill. Skills grow only through use. If you do not use your mouth, speaking will not improve. 2. Passive practice does not build fluency. Listening and reading are helpful, but they are passive. They help understanding, not speaking. Fluency needs active practice. Speaking aloud, making mistakes, continuing without stopping. If your practice has no speaking, fluency will not come. 3. You practice only when you feel motivated. Motivation comes and goes. If you practice only when you feel confident, you feel inspired, you have extra time, your progress will be slow. Language needs routine, not mood. Even 10 minutes daily is better than long practice once a week. 4. You stop practice when you make mistakes. Many learners stop speaking when they forget a word. They make a grammar mistake. They feel confused. This is dangerous. Mistakes are not the problem. Stopping is the problem. Fluent speakers continue speaking even when mistakes happen. 5. You practice too perfectly. Some learners practice like this: slow speaking, correcting every sentence, checking grammar again and again. This trains fear, not fluency. Real speaking is fast, imperfect, and messy. Practice must look like real life. 6. You practice alone but without pressure. Practicing alone is good, but it must still have flow. If you stop, restart, and correct, your brain learns stopping. Your practice must be continuous, non-stop, time-based. This creates speaking stamina. 7. You do not repeat enough. Speaking needs repetition. Many learners change topics every day. They never repeat. The same sentences, the same phrases, the same patterns. Repetition builds automatic speech. Without repetition, everything feels new every day. 8. You practice words, not sentences. Knowing words is not speaking. Speaking needs sentences. Practice full sentences. I am working today. I don't agree with this. Let me think about it. Sentences create flow. Words alone create silence. 9. You do not measure the right thing. Many learners measure vocabulary size, grammar knowledge. But fluency is measured by how long you can speak without stopping, how fast words come, how confident you feel. Change what you measure. 10. Practice works only when it is correct. Wrong practice creates slow progress. Right practice creates fast change. Right practice means speaking daily, speaking freely, speaking without fear, speaking without stopping. This kind of practice always works. Correct speaking practice. Simple plan. Every day, choose one topic. Speak for 10 minutes non-stop. No correction, no translation, no stopping. If you forget a word, explain it. This is real practice. Your English is not weak. Your practice was wrong. Change the method and results will change. Practice speaking, not studying. Lesson 6. How to finally start speaking English naturally. You now know the truth. You cannot speak English not because you are weak, not because you are lazy, not because English is hard. You couldn't speak because fear, overthinking, wrong learning, and wrong practice blocked you. Now we will put everything together and show you how to finally start speaking English naturally. 1. Stop waiting for confidence. This is the biggest mistake. Many people say, I will speak when I feel confident. Confidence does not come first. Speaking comes first. Confidence is the result, not the starting point. Every fluent speaker you see today was once nervous, scared, and confused. They spoke anyway. 2. Accept imperfect English completely. Natural English is not perfect English. Natural English is simple, fast, clear enough. When you accept imperfection, fear reduces, thinking reduces, flow increases. Your goal is not perfect sentences. Your goal is communication. If people understand you, you are speaking correctly. 3. Speak before your mind is ready. This sounds strange, but it is powerful. Do not wait for the perfect sentence in your mind. Open your mouth first. Words will follow. Speaking creates thinking, not the other way around. The mouth leads. The mind follows. 4. Use English for real life, not practice only. English must enter your real life. Speak English when you plan your day, you talk to yourself, you describe your problems, you think about your future. When English becomes part of daily thinking, it stops feeling foreign. Language becomes natural only when it is used for meaning. 5. Fix one daily speaking time. Choose one fixed time every day. Morning, afternoon, night. Same time, same habit. Even 10 minutes is enough. Your brain loves routine. Routine removes resistance. After some days, your mouth will start speaking automatically. 6. Speak even on bad days. Some days, words will not come. You will feel slow. You will feel tired. Speak anyway. Bad speaking days are part of the journey. If you stop on bad days, you never move forward. Consistency beats talent. 7. Stop judging yourself while speaking. Judgment kills fluency. Do not say, that was wrong. I sound bad. My English is poor. Finish speaking first. Judge later or never. Fluent speakers focus on message, not on self-criticism. 8. Surround yourself with English sound. What you hear daily becomes what you speak naturally. Listen to simple English stories, podcasts, conversations. Do not translate. Just listen. Your brain will copy. Sentence patterns, rhythm, common phrases. This builds natural speech. 9. Change your identity. This is very important. Stop saying, I am learning English. Start saying, I speak English. Identity shapes behavior. When you believe you are a speaker, your actions match that belief. 10. One day, thinking will disappear. If you speak daily, stop fearing mistakes, stop overthinking, practice correctly, one day you will notice something surprising. You are speaking without thinking. No pressure, no fear, no translation. This moment comes quietly, but it stays forever. Simple daily speaking routine, 15 minutes. Every day, 5 minutes. Speak freely about your day, 5 minutes. Listen and repeat simple English. 5 minutes. Think in English. That is enough. Do this daily, and silence will disappear. You were never bad at English. You were just blocked. Now you know the truth. Now you know the method. Stop waiting. Stop thinking. Start speaking. If this video helped you, like this video so more learners find confidence. And subscribe to our channel, because here we turn silent learners into confident English speakers. Your English is already inside you. Use it.